Access Paranormal Podcast. Tonight we're down here in the cellar at Mill Street Barracks, the very small one, because we've been doing some recording for L35 Radio, or as they're saying for the Halloween night, L35 Radio, which you'll be able to hear on the 31st of October between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. All about what we've done. It's been a fantastic night with them. We've had a great time with them. I'm going to start with you, Jonathan. I mean, you were with Neil, and you were down in the main cellar, and things happened with you, didn't they?
Yeah, it did.
And you, I think, you were with them as well, weren't you, Marie?
I was.
Yeah. So I'll start with you, Jonathan, then.
There was Judith with us as well.
And Judith, yeah.
Judith,
Yeah.
So I'll start with you two. I'll start with Jonathan first. Getting all mixed up here.
I can tell.
It's only because it's like a weird night. It's been a weird night altogether.
It has.
So,
And a long night, wasn't it?
yeah, sorry, Jonathan. I was just saying then weren't we about down in the cellar.
Yeah, down in the main cellar. And
Carry on.
We were in the middle room. We had quite a few shadows. We had a shadow go across the ceiling and Marie ducked.
I actually did. I went like that.
Now you know how fearless Marie is.
Yeah. Two
I've never
feelings.
seen her do that before.
Yeah.
Now me and Neil saw a shadow on the floor come from behind Marie and Judith, and it came from behind them and went out of the second door, the first door you come to that room. But we don't really ever use that door, do we?
No.
As a rule, we always mainly use the other one.
Yeah.
But it actually went out of that door. We've both seen that. So that was a bit.
That is really good though. For two people to get that evidence, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
No.
That was good.
The sad thing was we didn't video it. It wasn't recorded or not like that. It was only recorded for the radio.
It was.
But I mean, the people who were down there, you can trust them 100%. We don't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
And you and Neil saw that, and Millie, you ducked, which I can't believe you did. And what experiences did you have down there as well? I know we were with Jonathan, and he's bound to vouch for you, isn't he? So yeah.
No, like you said, about me ducking, because I was just doing the first call out, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And I started off and I was partway through my words and I stopped because I actually went down like that, and I didn't realise with recording I'd stopped my words because I actually ducked because I saw the shadow coming across, you know, the yellow and black beams.
Yeah,
So-
I know them well.
Is your head all right? Yeah, so I seen it coming across, quite big, coming across, and I actually ducked. You know what you do when anything goes over, you duck anyhow, don't you? And just think, and I automatically just duck.
It's usually Millie, pack it in. Sorry, go on.
So yeah, that was the first start of it, and I thought, oh, way up, and you know, what sort of night are we in for? And then from there we started seeing, obviously there's shadows and things like that, but red lights. Yeah, and then throughout it as well, I was talking about, I seen a light on the door that was open in the little room.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I seen it because the green lights from outside, which are the security lighting for downstairs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Was shining through, and I thought, well, that painted door, it was just reflecting off that. So once, after a bit, I got the torch and had a look, and I thought, oh yeah, it's got reflect, that's what that light is. Put my torch down, turned back, there was no reflection.
Yeah, strange.
There was no light on it, and that happened in and out a few times.
I know Neil had his microphone, didn't he, at the wireless mic? He did have like a blue ring of light around him.
That's right, yeah.
But he had it sort of
He did.
tightly covered,
He did.
so you couldn't see the light at all.
Yeah.
No, I seen like a white flash of light by that room.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, I couldn't. The door was open, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I couldn't see the door really. When I was like looking like that, I could only see the opening.
Yeah.
And I seen flashes of white light there as well.
Yeah.
Well, it was very strange because, I mean, obviously you went over to that cellar, and me, Paul, Dave, Kevin came in here.
Yeah.
Paul sat, Dave sat there, I sat on the floor there, Kevin was sat here, and Kevin was sat there, me there.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
My memory's not that good. I can't even remember what time the show was on of a Sunday, never mind that. 9 till 10, every Sunday. Access Paranormal Radio. Access Paranormal on L35 Radio. Have a listen to it. In fact, this show is going out on the 30th, not this one, the radio show we've done for Halloween is going out on the 31st of October between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. on that. Is it Tuesday night or Monday night Halloween this week?
Yeah, I've got a
Check
feeling
your
it could
calendar.
be. Yeah,
We'll check.
Yeah, check your calendar.
but the special is isn't it going to be a 4-hour special?
It's a
with us?
4-hour special, yeah.
But are they doing an all-day one?
I'm not sure what they're doing on that, but I know we go out between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Yeah.
There's more stuff going on, isn't there?
Yeah, but our show's on the Sunday nights as normal.
Yeah.
And then the Halloween special is obviously on the 31st, so it's going to be a cracking night. Now, as I was saying, I was down here with, I'm going to go through it again, you know, me, Dave, Paul and Kevin, boom, got it.
There you go.
And we were in here, and it was weird. Oh, and Ian, my son was here as well.
Yeah.
And we were in here and we were calling out, but we had these little lights on everything. So we couldn't really tell if there was any shadows because there was like flickers and that.
Yeah, little flickers.
But we heard a few noises. Give Ian his due. He's very good at, I've got the hiccup. He's very good at debunking. And I heard tapping upstairs and I went, that's a lot of tapping up there. And he went, I'm a bit tired because it's been a long night. And he said, Dad, it's the rain on the window. I went, right, brilliant. Yeah, that's great, Dad, because you do get into, and you know yourselves, you get into that zone where you're concentrating that much. You know, anything, even your belly rumbling up, what was that? Yeah. So you become on high alert all of a sudden. Yeah. Now, I called for Bruce. Now, Bruce, if nobody knows, is a 3-legged dog what belongs here. But it's a spirit. So I whistled for Bruce. I'll do it in a minute. I whistled for Bruce. And Ian said, when I whistled for Bruce, he heard like a panting in here. Now Ian said, oh, it's probably something. He didn't say nothing. He never said a word to us. But he thought he was trying to think logically, and he went, that sounds like a dog panting. And anyway, we went off into the other cellar later on. News came into here, and he went to classroom to here.
We was here, and then we went upstairs, didn't we?
Yeah. And it was strange because what happened in there was very, very unusual. Now I'm going to go back to you two now. I'm going to make you wait for that one. I'll tell you that in a little bit, because I'm going to ask you two now. You went into the classroom and you had things going on in the classroom, didn't you? Because we went for a little bit of a break. We had a knitter and a natter, and then you went upstairs into the classroom.
It was kind of flowed from here though, didn't it?
Yeah, so, well, you want to start from down here then, because it sort of
blended, didn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, right, so did you start in the little
We
cell?
started here.
Right, okay, got
yeah. So we did start in here. We had Neil jump out of his skin there, didn't we? Jump forward.
Yes.
Yeah. Something touched him, wasn't it? Was it when something touched him, and he went from there to there, gone in that quick of a second. He was, wasn't he? Yeah. And we'd all jumped and saying, "What's wrong?" You know. And he was a bit. He said that was freaky, you know, sort of thing.
Taken aback by it, really, wasn't he?
He was.
We'd sort of nearly finished off in it. I think we decided we'd split our time between the cellar and then we to go up to the classroom. So we were sort of nearly finished when that happened, weren't we?
It was, yeah.
And he was quite taken aback by it. I don't think he was expecting it at all.
But what we got here was the K2.
Oh, yeah.
We have never seen a K2 go off. Now when you press it to trial it, it goes from green, yellow, red, doesn't it? And flicks back again. Right. This was like a rainbow, non-stop, like that, just going all the time, completely. And every time we asked a question, it went. And then Judith, who was with us, she said, "Can I hold that?"
Yeah, she was intrigued.
She was so intrigued how it worked, because she'd not been on a ghost or
Yeah.
paranormal investigation before, and she took it over, and then we said, "Are you happy to talk to me?" And it went over. "Do you know me?" It went over.
Yeah.
And then she said, "Are you a relative of mine?" Nothing happened. "Are you a family member?" So she was trying. I didn't know if there was something moving then.
I thought I'd seen something over there. That's why I looked before.
Yeah.
Whether there was a shadow or not, I don't know.
Yeah. So, and she was getting good questions, and she was the first time she'd actually spoke, because she kept saying, "No, I'm not ready to talk yet." She got that K2 in her hand, and because it was responding to her voice, that's what actually did it. But we've never seen it light up, anything like that.
I've not seen a K2 go like that for years.
No.
I haven't, honestly. And to go with every question and go, but it was shh, all the time.
Okay.
But from that, we said, "Do you want us to go, do we want to stay in here, or do you want us to go, oh, do we want to stay in here?" Nothing happened. "Do you want us to go somewhere else?" Straight away.
Yeah.
So we took that in, but then we thought, right, we'll ask it a few other questions and things like that. Now down here, the ball kept going off on this floor, didn't it?
Yeah,
The cat ball kept going off.
We never got any of that.
The cat ball was just non-stop going off.
Yeah.
This was going off, and the K2, it was full of energy, wasn't it? Down here, it was really good. So we said again, and about 2 or 3 minutes later, after he had his big jump and gone, "Would you like us to go out of here now?" Like that, wasn't it? So we said, okay, we respected, and we went out. So we went upstairs to the classroom. So you tell us about the classroom. When
So into the classroom, Judith had the K2. We had a cat ball on the table, one of the tables. We had a cat ball by the...
I just keep seeing, it looked like another shadow just then, just right behind you.
I keep seeing it on the fireplace.
It's not your shadow, because I can...
No,
Well,
there's
was
nothing
there
there,
anyway.
Right?
I wasn't moving.
Carry on. Sorry, Jonathan. This
No,
does
it's
happen
okay.
when you're in a haunted location.
Yeah, so we had a cat ball on the table, one of the tables, and we had a cat ball by the door, where the shadow figures always see. So started calling out. Well, first thing, as soon as we sat down, didn't we? As soon as we sat down and got settled, we heard a voice.
Yeah.
Me, Marie, and Judith all heard this voice loud and clear as well. But Neil never heard it.
Neil never heard it, and he said, "Oh, was it my chair?" I said, "No, that wasn't like that sort of movement."
Judith said it sounded like a cat.
Yeah, she thought. I said it was a very subtle sort of noise.
Definitely a voice.
So we're going to listen back on that, aren't we?
Yeah.
And see, can we debunk it? See what it was.
Yeah.
So we got that first.
Yeah.
Well, you'll hear a lot of that on the radio show.
You will.
You'll hear all that. It's
L35
hard to pick up.
L35radio.co.uk. L35 radio.co.uk. If you go onto there on 31st of October, 7 p.m, tune in at 7 p.m. for the 4-hour special.
Yeah.
And what Jonathan and Marie are talking about, you'll not see, you'll hear a lot more about it.
Yeah.
Especially what you've just been talking about there as well.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
just a little bit more. Don't give too much away, because it was a really good night, wasn't it?
It was just so active though.
It was. It was very active.
With the cat ball going off again. But this time we had both cat balls.
Yeah.
2 of them going off.
But what happened? The K2?
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing on the K2.
Absolutely nothing. We
So
didn't have it in the other cellar, and it didn't go off. We didn't. Here, phew.
Mad.
Upstairs, absolutely nothing again. But the cat balls took over on the other the other places, and the shadows, the hand.
We had a few taps as well, didn't we? A few taps as well.
Yeah, we thought that yous were coming down. And well, first we had a few taps.
Yeah.
And then what happened then? We had a few more, and we thought it was footsteps.
We thought it was footsteps.
We did. So we said, "Oh, they're coming back off the coming for a break, basically.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So we waited and we were talking about what's just happened. Oh God, did you was out this? And we was all dead excited talking about it. So we had 3 or 4 minutes, and then we started going back up. Yous all come through the door, so we realised it wasn't even yous.
So it's just strange because I was when we were on the break, we were having a quick break with us all.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and the first thing you said to us was K2's went mad.
Never seen anything like it.
You know? And so we swapped over, didn't we?
Yeah.
And like I was saying before, we went down into the, I was going to say cave then. I don't even know where the cave
That came up, actually, that came up on our spirit talking into cave.
Cave,
yeah.
But we had the spirit talking on down here, and it wasn't really.
Wasn't relevant.
Yeah, the banking upstairs.
Some things were quite relevant, and some things we were going, we don't get that. But you'll hear that on the show anyway. I don't want to give too much away. But I'm going to go into the cellar where we were.
The main cellar,
yeah. We were down in the main cellar. This is before we all got together.
Yeah.
We were down in the main cellar. We were calling out, and like I did in here, I called for Bruce.
Yeah.
And said, "Come on, Bruce. Come on." And all this lot. And the same as when we were interviewing the other week.
Yeah.
And the capo went off like that.
That's right, yeah.
But obviously the capos didn't go off this time. And we just carried on doing the investigation and things like that. And then the next minute it went quiet, and I went, "Sure, I can hear pants." That's what you hear, and you get it. But quite faintly, but louder than everything. So I'm like this, when we head on, down, listening.
Yeah.
And you could hear it, and it was under the table. Then the next minute, it hit, there was a touch on me, it pressed on my knee like that. I went, "Oh, something just touched me there." Now, I didn't think much of it at the time. I thought, "Oh, that was strange, that was like that."
Yeah.
But I didn't think anything else. I just thought, "Oh, something's acknowledging that they're there." And then we could still hear this panting, and even Ian, my son Ian, and he's so logic in everything he thinks of. Yeah, like the example of the rain.
Yeah.
And he was putting his head down, and he could hear it, and we could all hear this like panting. Then it would stop, and Ian was like that, and he was going, "Do you know, Dad? I can probably think logically of a lot of stuff, but I can't work out this," because he said 1 minute over there. He said, "I've heard it over there. I've heard it here." And he said, I just can't get my head around it. And he said, you put your head down, we've all listened to it. And then the next minute, Kevin shut up. He said, "Something just pressed on my knee and then brushed against me."
All right.
So that's where we think it could have been Bruce.
Yeah.
But it kept going on for a while. It was going on when we were calling out. And then we put the torch on. And we listened, but we couldn't really hear anything, because once you put that torch on, as you know, you're distracted by movement to this and that. So we were like that, and then you'd see like Kevin move, or Paul move, or whoever was there move, and you were like that, and you were watching them as well as watching that, so you couldn't take anything in. And but Ian said it's there, but I can't really hear it now, So we turned the lights off, and strangely enough, when Kevin said it brushed, there was nothing. When we turned the light back up, we were listening, there was nothing there at all. I called Bruce again. Bang.
Wow.
And Ian said, "It's there." But I'm not going to say any more.
Can that be picked up? Will the listeners be able?
If you can hear it, when you listen to it, let us know. That would be great if they could let us know, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Because
that's very interesting, isn't it, for all of you to hear that feeling. I mean, it makes you think of, was it the dog's nose up to you, as they do, because they do nudge you, don't they? So, that's very good. And if radio listeners and if you can hear it as well, that would be good to let us know. Because do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
We've
got a team upstairs, so that's what we can hear at the moment.
It's not paranormal.
Yeah.
But the other thing is as well, something happened to me as well when we called Bruce. But you got to tune in for that. that's a must to tune into.
Yeah.
We also done the deprivation.
Sensory deprivation.
We did.
And
Yeah.
that, you both got to say that was not too bad. That.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Well, it was, because he shouted when we done something and he shouted what it was. It coincided with what was happening.
Yeah. And you'll hear that.
Yeah.
You'll hear it all. Yeah.
So you're not getting no more on that one.
Yeah. So there's
What,
that.
what you've got to do now is you've got to tune into L35 Radio.co.uk and tune into that on the night of Halloween, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on the 31st of October.
L35.
Hell. Yeah. L35. Like hell for Halloween, isn't it?
It was
It's
quite
really
memorable
Yeah.
for us though, wasn't it?
It
Because
was because
we had all the staff of L35.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, and everybody was there, so that was
Yeah,
great.
it was good.
Yeah.
so
Get together and,
Mhm.
and,
yeah, a nice
and
page.
some of them had never done an invest before.
No, that was
No,
that was part.
Was it 3 of them that never?
About 3 of them.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
Was it Paul,
Judith and
Kevin,
was it? So
Kevin.
and we
Yeah.
had other things happening as well in the cellar.
We did have other
So
stuff.
should
that
we
happened.
leave that about
Yeah,
energies?
Yeah.
That's all we say.
well,
All I
Yeah.
can say is the night was brilliant.
It was fantastic, absolutely
It's a
fantastic.
must
Night.
listen to, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely. In for a treat.
And
So-
also, I've got to say it as well, we're doing a paranormal investigation here at Mill Street Barracks.
Yeah.
On the 11th of November, which is a Friday night.
Yes.
Tickets per person are £30.
Mhm.
And it starts, well, we meet here at 7:30, or 7 p.m, sorry, 7 p.m, not 7:30, 7 p.m. We go right the way through till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And,
Can you keep up with us?
yeah. But please try and book your tickets as soon as you can, because we're limited to the number.
Yeah.
And they are selling. So just get in touch with us on the Access Paranormal podcast page on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or
Just message.
you can message us.
Yeah.
You can email us on info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. That's info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. One of us three will reply to you.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's £30. We can't guarantee that the spirits will come out and play, but what we can guarantee is we'll have a really good night
We will have
Yes.
in one of the most
We'll have
historical haunted places
It's
in the
amazing.
Northwest. This is the place if you've seen any of the videos from here, you'll know how good it is.
Yeah.
The group we were in tonight, we were chatting to them a little bit earlier on.
Yeah.
They're
It's
loving every
amazing.
minute of it.
The things that's coming up with them,
Yeah.
the things that they're seeing, and how excited when they're coming off the breaks.
I know, yeah.
It's great.
How
isn't it?
good to see
excited they're
that,
all
isn't
coming
it?
in and they're
Yeah.
like, this has happened, that's happened, that's
Yeah.
happened, and they've got this, and then they're getting the books out, look at this, checking the pictures, the photographs, and it's
Yeah.
really exciting for them all,
in
isn't
fact,
it? And it's brilliant
yeah.
to see that.
In fact, they're getting some good stuff. They've been telling us what they've been,
Yeah.
and it matched what was happening to us.
Yes.
And they don't know what happened to us.
No,
and
they
we're not
don't know what happened.
we're not telling them what happened to us,
No.
but us three know what happened to them.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was the same as what happened to us. So it's quite a bit of a confirmation for us three. Isn't it?
You need to get down here, and
Yeah.
that's no joke. It's here.
Yeah, 11th of November.
Yeah. There will be others next year, won't there?
Oh,
Got a
yeah,
lot of
got a
surprises
few
coming
things
next
coming
year,
next year,
quite
yeah.
a few things coming.
And you'll be joining us and our team,
Yeah.
Access Paranormal UK.
Yeah.
We'll all be doing this. Access Paranormal UK used to be Ghost Quest Paranormal Liverpool. We've changed our name to Access Paranormal UK for reasons. But we're the same team.
Yeah.
Great, loveliest people you could meet.
And the best part
and they'll be
is,
here as well.
we're all trustworthy of each other.
Yeah.
We've been together for that many years.
That's it.
Oh, God, we've been doing it, what, 14 years?
Well, Ghost Quest was
As a
done-
hobby?
Yeah,
It was
Ghost
our
Quest
hobby, wasn't it, for all
Ghost
these
Quest,
years?
yeah, Ghost Quest started in 2010,
Yeah.
and we changed our name in September this year. We've only just recently changed it due to reasons beyond our control. So
Yeah.
we've now
Yeah.
gone to Access Paranormal
That's
UK.
good. Keep it all
Wait till you meet
together.
them. They're all keep it together.
That's
And we're actually what we're doing as well is when we go on other locations, we're working with other teams as well.
Yeah.
So we've got bums on seats because some of these big locations they're
They're
expensive.
very expensive.
For groups, if you're not a business and you're not a big business, that's fine. But if you've got a business and you want to collaborate, this is what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah,
And we've
that's
got,
what we do, yeah.
I mean, we've got some great teams. I've got a name now, haven't I? We've got
Yeah.
Paul Smales of Haunted Buildings UK.
Yeah.
We've got So Hauntingly.
Yeah.
They're great as well. We've got
Brilliant.
Action Paranormal.
Yeah.
And we
Yes.
might have a couple more teams involved as well.
Yeah.
So we can film it.
Haunted
Haunted
Scouts.
Scouts, yeah.
Yeah.
How did I forget there? What's the
I
names
don't
again?
know. I don't know what you was doing
It's
then.
been a long weekend though,
It
hasn't it?
has.
It certainly has, yeah.
Very
We've
Even
had-
that long
yeah.
weekend, I thought I'd slept through it. Because
We've got days wrong with
well, my
everything.
daughter had actually said, Mum, you've not been in touch with me for three days, even though she was exaggerating. I really didn't know. I
Oh,
thought, oh God.
Yeah, but she's got a lot on, so,
But,
me.
no, no, but it's been a long weekend, heavy days.
Yeah,
Heavy
It
nights.
has. I mean, we're in Mill Street every week, every single week, so it's like, to us, this is our second home.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we do get out.
I hear footsteps.
Footsteps, the team.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a cracking time with L35
Yeah,
Radio.
that's been
Yeah.
good.
We had a great interview with Haunted Scouts,
Yes. we
Chris,
got that,
Chris and
yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Cracking people, we'll get on really well with them.
Yeah.
If you're not listening to us, which you better have be, join us on the podcast, Access Paranormal Podcast TV,
Yeah.
and also on Access Paranormal Radio and Haunted Jaws.
Haunted Mysteries UK. So on that, we've got a lot of places that's coming up.
We have.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of going outs,
Yeah.
and we're going to be launching that very soon. We're hoping that the launch is going to be Halloween night.
What do you mean you hope?
Well, all goes well. You don't know what happens. That's when we're hoping.
Yeah, with us, yeah.
So yeah, so Haunted Mysteries UK, but get onto Facebook and follow us, and we'll be able to keep you up with everything. So either To Access Paranormal podcast or Haunted Mysteries UK, and you'll get the three of us. We've got those, and we're juggling around because we're getting some good things together for you for the winter.
Yeah.
So keep
We are,
updated with us.
and we've got some great locations we actually
Yeah.
recorded these podcasts
Yes.
from.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
went away, we filmed them, we've come back.
So we're not just
Um,
here.
We're
We're
going all over the
about.
place.
We're
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
taking you with us.
yeah. And it's thanks to Roy Basnett and the
Yeah.
Pod Cafe in Liverpool. Get down, if you want to do a podcast, get down there and do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic studios. Roy's fantastic. He knows what he's doing with Claire.
Yeah.
Both of them
Right.
together, working together in that place is fantastic.
Yeah.
And we'll be going back there.
Yeah.
It's a must, isn't it?
Oh,
Because
gosh,
we
yes.
love it.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
because the weather's the way it is, we wanted to get out and about. We don't want to be in the studio every single week. It's the same with the radio show. We don't want to be in studios all the time.
That's it, isn't
So
it?
if you, yeah, so
And,
basically, if there's any teams out there and you want us to come down to one of your events, we will
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll come and do our podcast for you.
Yeah.
Get you on the radio. Get you advertised. Get you out there.
We'd do one in a cardboard box, wouldn't we?
Why not?
As long as it's as big as this room.
So anybody out there, you want us round?
Get in
Just
touch.
get in touch,
Get in touch with
and
us.
we'll come round
We're
to you.
friendly, yeah.
Yeah.
We're friendly, and as you can see, we've handcuffed Jonathan because
Yeah, I'm just
We
trying to
have to-
keep my hands warm.
I can't believe it. I'm lovely and warm.
not too bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Chilly now.
Oh,
It's an
gosh.
age thing with you, though.
I was wondering when that was coming out.
Well, it has to, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Go on, what are you going to say?
Grandpa.
I'm grandpa, you must be grandma. I'd say nothing about you.
You better not.
Yeah. Tune in to L35 Radio on the 31st of October. Tune into them anytime, no. L35 Radio on l35radio.co.uk.
Yeah.
Get onto our channel on Access Paranormal Podcast on YouTube, and also Access Paranormal Radio, and also,
Haunted Mysteries UK.
which is Marie's channel. And come and join us, get in touch with us, like, share, comment, and like I say, anything. Just get on there.
We really
Get
do
on.
appreciate
Do
it.
all the likes, get us up there, get us in so we can get places.
And then we can get out to use. And we,
Yeah.
we everything, we appreciate it
Yeah.
totally. And it all goes
Yeah.
back into getting into the ear.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
take
it.
anything at all. Just goes back and it goes to use. So, brilliant.
And also, when we get paranormal groups in, like yourselves or individuals, if you want to come along or you want to record your own ghost story, like a podcast, if you want to record it and send it to us, we'd love to have them as well, to share them with
Yeah, we
people.
would, yeah. No problem.
If you come to Mill Street Barracks and we're here, one of us will be here. Let us know. We'll bring the camera down. We'll bring the podcast down. We might even sit here in this room, and we'll do a 5-minute interview with you with the cameras on for us. What are you looking at?
I've just seen something.
We're sorry about that. This is
Yeah.
usually very good in here, isn't it? So on that note,
Yeah.
we better say goodbye, because we don't know what time we're watching these. You might be wanting to go to bed, might be watching the football, who knows?
Football?
What do you mean, never mind football? What do you mean, never mind football?
Football's on Sunday.
This could be getting watched any day. Think about it.
Not,
Oh, for goodness sake, lads.
come on.
When
Oh.
these cameras go off, like that. Anyway, yeah, what we've got to say is, hope you have a great time, whatever you're doing now. Thanks to Jonathan, thanks to Marie,
Welcome.
and thanks to yous, because yous are the ones who are the most special people out
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. We'll be back very soon with another one of these podcasts. If you want us to go anywhere, let us know anyway. So from Jonathan, from Marie, and from myself, good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.